gets back on him. Dwight Powell coming off a great game Friday at 26 points, 12 rebounds against Houston.
I had a +9 and plus minus. They scored 31 points during that stretch. So this small ball lineup definitely works for the Jazz.
Brunson wants to take Pastel. Just masterful defense.
His press, too. Sacramento has no choice but to try to jump this game up defensively. Nice pull-up.
Jalen Brunson scores.
Right there by Kyle Lowry. Spinning Brunson. Oh, look at him. Gyrating, firing on the fly.
High-low pass, and I was going to mention it earlier, but always good to see two bigs on the floor. This is something that Coach Steven Silas has been going to, and one thing it really does, it makes Christian Wood comfortable when Şengün is out there.
True to the free throw line on top of everything else as of late. Unfortunately, misses the free throws first of the game.
I like how Craig is not trying to Ackerman our guys. And when I say Ackerman, talk him into miss.
Brunson was doing after scoring 18 points on Monday and then going into protocols this morning, and he said he talked to Brandon, he's crushed, but he said we were all crushed.
Quarter teams in the league, they have a negative 57-point differential in the third quarter this year. They're 14, 20, and 1 in third quarters. It was that third quarter.
Tim Hardaway Jr., Trey Burke, and Ja'Cory McLaughlin, Brandon Knight, and Boban Marjanovic going into protocols earlier today. Reggie Bullock is out of health and safety protocols, but is inactive.
Doncic finds Brunson. Didn't get a clean catch. It didn't matter.
Yeah. He said every time he's touched the ball, it's gone up. It's going up. Here's the fadeaway by Brunson.
Double figures with 10 points. Jalen Brunson guarded by Davion Mitchell. Brunson in and out dribble.
Out of that, the sting is being taken out of him offensively because he's guarding Luka. Brunson down low, posting up on Chris Paul. And Pro Series 27 during the regular season. It's Brunson working on Devin Booker.
Here's got so many head and ball fakes. Brunson sets the screen for Luka. Anderson stays with him. Whips across court. Brunson spins over Clark.
Be an issue, but they've already extended him, so they believe in his talent. So I think this team could be very, very scary once they get 100%.
3D, I 100% agree with you. When you talk about this Denver team.
Secures the board for Dallas. Mavs need some of that magic they had last year against the Pelicans when they scored 143 points in one game.
2 points, and the Clippers managed to be up by 9 points right now.
Jackson and their defense has propelled them to a solid start in the game as Brunson puts it down. Smith steps to close out.
Paul George literally off this season. Just 3 points for him.
And those have all been at the free throw line. He's 3 of 4 on free throws, 0 for 5 from the floor. Brunson on the floor right now. Luka in foul trouble. Brunson scores. Luka driving it against the Indiana defense. Only lineup change earlier in the quarter for Dallas so far is Brunson coming in for Bullock. Late in the clock, and Brunson. Luka lost it against Brogdon, regained possession.
Oh, that's a nice ball fake.
Yes, it is.
Won here since April of 2016. Dinwiddie got into some trouble. Brunson, a smart cut, well played, has to fade. So we come up on the midway point of the second quarter, game 3.
Once again, trying to find and to go at Mitchell. The Dallas Mavericks strategy.
Brunson puts it. 28 for Mitchell. Brunson against Conley. Got a 3 to shoot. Brunson, he just can't.
Buckets in the mid-range. Ingram, size advantage, able to knock it in.
Another good assist season for him, averaging over 5 a game. But he's made 2 baskets.
Really one good way to stop the Joker. But if you have somebody like Porzingis, you want the Joker to try to have to score over length. Brunson sees a matchup he likes. Brunson going at the Joker.
8 to shoot, late on the clock. Brunson goes to work, gets a hit. Whiteside switches. Now O'Neal's back on him. He'll raise.
Brunson. Mavericks with 14 on the reset. Brunson against Frank Jackson. Brunson, post-up opportunity, and a basket. Looking for win number 50 of the season. A plateau they have not reached since the 2014-15 campaign when they went 50-32. And wow, what a find.
Bullock wasn't ready for that one.
Brunson is ready to pull the trigger here, and it dribble drive here by Brunson. Shot rebound. Finney Smith, a late crash to the offensive glass. And it's Dallas ball with a second shot opportunity. Here's Brunson. Got the first 5 points for Dallas. Give it the Niang 39% from three this year and his sixth year from Iowa State. Brunson trying to shake free. A shake
ball on you to back him down and get as good a deepest position as you can.
Yeah, it was strong. It was decisive. It was over 7 free throw attempts a game last year. Got 2 playmakers on the floor right now for Dallas with the Brunson, Luka look.
Foul line. There are points that are going to go away at some point this year. You can't keep that up against one specific team. And I know it's a bunch of different teams, but that is a rare number.
Yeah, it is.
I'll show you how rare later on in the show. Brunson.
Pull-up is what Dallas has done off of those miscues. Brandon, hard to explain what we've seen from Mitchell tonight.
He just hasn't really looked to shoot the ball much at all since the first quarter.
Time off the shot clock.
You face a team a fourth time, and you got to show different looks, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Brunson
got 12, have led by as many as 13 tonight. Brunson off the give and go. Against Sabonis. Fading away. House back in as well. Brunson against Wagner. Got himself in deep.
The floor, 6 rebounds as well. The Knicks are a plus 12 on the glass. Here's Kleba. Brunson wheeling, pulling, and hitting.
Paul 4 of 8. 8 rebounds for Porzingis. He's already got 7 double-doubles this season. It's Brunson patiently working in on Crowder. By the way, Luka on the bench, heavily wrapped in the lower neck area, top part of his back. And there's a nice spinner by...
San Antonio's played a lot of close games and lost them this year. They've got 4 losses by 10 or less.
Mavericks got this mismatch.
Brunson works inside to score.
We're going to run a pick and roll. Same thing, and this is what it's going to be.
Hey, don't go away from success.
Chuck Daly wrote a book on that.
Not going to switch it. White stays with Brunson, and he scores again.
Beautiful in green. And Greenland's Iceland, even though... All right, let's do it. Jalen Brunson trying to figure out his offensive game.
And production in that first half. Let's see if it shifts more to the outside here. After the bogey 3, Brunson off the bounce, pulls up.
7-0 Mavericks run. They've already had an 8-point run and a 7-point run here in the first quarter. 5 minutes in. Doncic, no look right corner. Brunson on the move. And pulls up over Tony Snell. And Brunson with his 6th double-double of the season. 1 assist away from matching his season high. Out top to try to create now. And he'll pull up instead. And he's
now Luka. They've got to switch. Get back Herb Will. Brunson on a hesitation.
Yep, stay down.
Yeah, what's that? Don't bite.
Stay down. If he pulls up in the lane like that, you live with the result. That's okay.
A little bit right.
Yep. That was the most of any opponent. 38 in the first quarter. The most of any opponent.
So you're saying
you don't want to have that on this road trip.
Put up 150. Kyrie Irving at 60.
Balance scoring for the Nets, 5 in double figures. Meanwhile, it's been Luka or bust. Although Brunson
affects, to me, maybe 5 people. But talking with Ty Lue, he said, no, they let everybody play. And that's the biggest difference that we are seeing, is that we're just not getting to the free throw line very much. Brunson fades, fires, grenade on the late shot clock attempt. Did well to get it off. Brunson and company come back the other way. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 of the Clipper basketball to start the second quarter. Brunson drives in on Kennard.
With 12 points and 8 rebounds, Brunson straight line drive.
It's fine for them. They have no problem working their way back in, so Dallas has to maintain this intensity.
Brunson, good defense by Booker. Great defense by Book, but that
being suspended. But this kid is tough, and he is ready-made to make some plays, just like this guy here, Brunson. Score. They won't score. It'll be 41. They'll have 41. That's a miss.
Jalen Brunson. Thomas Bertans, a couple years ago, very gifted shooter, but in a big slump. In fact, didn't even play when the Clippers were in Washington a couple of weeks ago. Brunson gets his way into the paint against
Josh Green waits for teammates. 9-point lead, minute gone by fourth quarter. Jalen Brunson been efficient tonight. Not a lot of shots. 4 for 7 make it last night. No minutes in the fourth quarter of Dallas's blowout win against the Lakers. Brunson able to stop in the lane, keep his balance.
Sir, but you know, whether or not you run or when you run, all of it depends on how well you defend. That's what gets you in position.
Brunson maneuvers around a screen. In the lane.
The same thing.
Yeah.
And he was all over the place.
Avery played in an alphabet soup of leagues around the United States, man. Yeah. CBA, USBL,
all of it.
I mean, Darrell Armstrong did that.
Nice pull-up shots. Doesn't need the basketball to be effective. You can trust him. Outstanding pickup for the Suns.
On his 4th team in 4 seasons as Brunson
an all-star since the 1994 Indiana Pacers. We know Young is an all-star. He just didn't make it.
We're now 3 minutes into our ball game. Brunson. Final minute of our first half. Been all Dallas.
Out of the locker room.
Well, Gobert's an excellent screener. He got him an advantage, and Mitchell was able to finish.
Brunson.
Jordan Clarkson is going off the court. That's poor officiating right there.
Cuts off and got past the Mavericks bench about halfway to the scores table to check in. But Brunson is staying out on the floor. And now he's driving on Duncan Robinson and shooting.
Talk about Giannis not being there.
I think you'd make a pretty good coach. Mavericks need points, and they need them in a hurry. Brunson, the spin, the fade.
For the first of 4 meetings this season. But departing on that foul pearl, they change it now to bring 4s. Cleveland gives it right back to Brunson. 9 on the shot clock. He debates Diop. The guard.
Far in the third quarter.
Yeah, both teams struggling to put the ball in the hoop right now.
Maybe here things will change.